Hello, this is Brian Rowe with Meeples Included today doing a top 10 list of the top 10 best strategy games since 2005. Yes, I've got some cool criteria here and I'm talking about my favorite games. Yes, these are my favorites, so if you've got your own list of the best strategy games, put them into the comments. My criteria here, 3 to 6 players. Doesn't have to accommodate 6, but it must accommodate at least 3. These are not 1v1. Player interaction. It's a board game with other people. We're not here to play solitaire, and it must have replay value. If you can find an optimal strategy in a game or two, or it just gets boring after that, doesn't make the list. 2 things that I've avoided. Things that are boring. I am here to play games and have fun. If I'm not having fun, I'm doing the wrong thing. I could find lots of ways not to have fun. And games that are cracked. It must be at least semi-balanced. It doesn't have to be perfect, but hopefully balanced game that gives you a lot of replay value. Games that did not make the list. Dominion, not a game. I know that's going to be controversial for a lot of people. It's a mechanic. Doesn't fall into the category of game. It's really cool. It's a very good mechanic. I'm glad lots of people love it. Doesn't fall into the category of game for me. 7 Wonders, same category there. Wonderful mechanic. Drafting, really cool drafting. Great drafting. Not a full game. Doesn't work for me. Food Magnet. This is an awesome game. This is one of the better games out there, but it can be really miserable for people to play. That is super punishing. It's a little bit over the top punishing for this particular list. Maybe I'll do a list of punishing games at some point. Clinique, great game. The production value on it is just a little rough. I understand, super small print run. I like things though that have a little bit higher production value to it. Agricola and Caverna. Agricola I think is actually a little bit broken and Caverna is the fixed version of it, but I had to cut the list somewhere. I couldn't have 11. I only had 10. Caverna could have easily made this list. It's a beautiful, wonderful game that I highly recommend giving a shot. Number 10 spot here, HansA TeutonicA. Wonderful area control aspect. Lots of different things you can focus on. Rewards you for doing things other people aren't doing. Rewards you for paying attention to what's going on. Cool endgame mechanics where you can rush it or you can draw it out. A lot of variability, a lot of replayability. Number 9 spot here, Russian Railrods. This might be the exception to my own rules. It might have a broken strategy. Several people have told me there's a broken strategy. Most of them have told me different strategies. The strategy I think is broken is probably actually broken. But the game is just so much freaking fun. This is one of the few games that has a 100-point score track where you get to go around again and again and again and again, and you're just having fun. It's like an engine builder where you actually get to launch your engine. Glass Road, wonderful game, engine builder, but it ends right before you get to do the cool stuff with your engine. This is a wonderful game. Lots of fun, at least 5+ plays in it, and a lot more than that depending on your particular group. Number 8, Trajan. This is like 5 games thrown together into one. Awesome rondel, lots of player interaction even though it doesn't look like it. This is a wonderful game. I've played this in 4x4s where you're playing like 4 games simultaneously. I've played this just concentrating on the game itself. It is so much fun. Highly recommend checking it out. It's one of the best Feld games out there, especially on the strategy side of things. Number 7 spot here, Concordia. This was used for the Gauntlet charity tournament that I was a judge for recently. This game has a lot of replayability. It's a drafting game and an area control game. You got to pay attention to what other people are doing. You have to specialize. You can rush the end or you can try to drag it out. The number of different variables that you're dealing with in this is very high. Really, really strong game overall. In the number 6 spot here, Nippon. I played a lot out of Nippon and I'm probably valuing it maybe a little bit higher on this list because I've had so much fun playing it. There are multiple strategies, lots of player interaction, area control, this ability to create different types of goods and then compete for them. You can eschew certain strategies and just go for multipliers on 2 or 3 things that are really large, or you can maximize the number of different things that you do. This game is wonderful. Number 5 spot here, I've got Dominant Species. This is probably the meanest game on the list. It has the closest thing to, and probably is, player elimination in it. You can go after other people. Normally, I don't like player elimination in a game, but this has a nice political aspect to it, area control, worker placement, lots of stuff going on, asymmetrical species in this. So they each have their own different powers. The replayability goes way up when you have rather balanced asymmetrical species that you get to play because each one has its own strategy. And that's something I really like, and it's really difficult to do in a game. Number 5 spot here, I've got Rococo, the terrifying game of making multiple dresses on a single turn. Oh, this is a deck builder with area control multiple strategies to it. There's a big money strategy, there's a spam dress strategy, there's a multiply high value dress strategies, and other people can mess with your strategy. Other people can draft dresses out from you. Other people can grab first turn and grab the cards that you need. Lots of spite in this wonderful little game. Ooh, number 3 spot here, Kemet. This is probably going to be the most controversial one on the list. Lots of people have told me this game is broken. Almost every person that I've talked to has told me it's broken in different ways. This was Gauntlet game 2 years ago for the charity tournament. There are several different strategies. There's this wonderful tech tree with lots of different ways that you can progress through it. Yes, you must use the technology. And if somebody goes into combat, there's a lot of victory points that can be had there. But given that there's multiple different trees that you can go down, and there's a heavy political aspect to it, it can be rather balanced. I like this game a lot. It is a very, very fun game. Definitely give it a try. Number 2 spot here, I've got Kanban. This is so different from many of the other games on this list. This is like a clock where all the pieces are working together in this really interesting way as you peel back layer after layer. When you get to your second play or your third play of it, it becomes an entirely different game. It is one of the toughest games on this list for the first playthrough. It is not intuitive exactly how you get points or how you avoid handing huge amounts of points to other people. But once you get into the depth of this game, there is so much going on. This was a board game league game here for the Pacific Northwest Board Game League, and I played a lot of games of it before the Board Game League and during the Board Game League, and I still enjoy this game. I will sit down and play this game again and again. High replayability factor. Vittel did a wonderful thing with this game. I highly recommend it. In the number 1 spot here, I've got Terra Mystica. A bunch of asymmetrical different groups that you can play. Many different strategies that you can go for. An area control aspect that is very, very contentious on it, especially when you hit that 4 or 5 player mark. The expansion's got some stuff that... The expansion's got a little bit of rebalancing on it, but overall, even the base game is very, very well done. The victory point auction and the turn order in the expansion make it the best game of the last 10 years. Incredible game. I've done a strategy video on it. Definitely check it out. I could do several more. I have enjoyed this game so much. If you got your own suggestions, leave a list in the comments. For more board game content and strategy, subscribe to Meeples Included. This is Brian Rowe, also known as Sarterus online. Please check out some of my other work over on Mythic MTG Tech or on Sarterus, where I cover Pokemon Go and chess.